They'll match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. Jamal Agnew now to return it. And not a good return at all. Down inside the 10, all the way back at the 7. And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
Every time I see James Robinson make a run, as we just saw there, one word comes to mind for me, and that's determined. Undrafted, out of Illinois State, always doubted, and all he did, finished 6th in the NFL in rushing. What a find he was in 2020, and he expects that to continue in 2021.
They run. Robinson. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Second and 5. And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. He'll fight his man, Laviska Shenault. Lawrence to Shenault for a Jaguar first. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
On 2nd and 11 now. Lawrence. They'll try and set up the screen to ETN. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That second down play nets a -4. 3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. Sliding out of the pocket. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Back to the ground with ETN. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now Lawrence. That one complete. He finds Shark. And he will have a Jaguars first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. Stopped short of the 25. The second effort couldn't free him. Brought down by Nate Gehring.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
On 2nd down, Etienne once more. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down. A shotgun snap and a give to Etienne. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And his kick is good. And the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. Well, they didn't get in the end zone, but pretty good balance there on the opening drive between the run and the pass.
Yeah, I think that was probably what they wanted to get accomplished right out of the gate. Throw the ball with success, run it, of course, to set the tone. So if we saw the offensive coordinator's play sheet, probably wrote himself a little note. Exactly what we wanted to do. Probed it early and got it done.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 yards there on a Bengal first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they go play action now. Burrow. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Now, the #1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Now a give running left is Breida. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. This is Breida. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 54 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. Burrow on play action. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Ready. 60 Pittsburgh.
A handoff for Etienne. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB. That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
On 2nd down, a run with Etienne. And this will be a Jaguars 1st down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
And that's a pleasing run there by Travis Etienne. And every time I see him carry it, I think of the word mature. Why? 4 full seasons at Clemson, not something you normally get with a running back. Had almost 5,000 yards rushing, the school record, along with 70 rushing touchdowns. That's both the school record and ACC record. The second running back taken in the draft after Najee Harris from Alabama, number 25 overall. He's now wearing number 1 in the NFL after wearing number 9 at Clemson. He loves those single digits.
2nd and 11. Here's a give to Etienne. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2. They'll run with Etienne and trying to shake free, but Etienne cannot. The defense will stop him short. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. On 1st down, here's Love. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle, and if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They go play action with Burrow. Open man, here's Foster. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Out of the shotgun, Breida. He's dropped just inside the 20. A little second effort there, but couldn't find a whole lot of space. Still 9 remaining on 2nd down.
11 MT paint.
from the shotgun. Joe Burrow eluding the pressure right. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
Burrow on his toes that time as they get the first down.
The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him.
And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Matt Breida, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals have taken the lead.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that makes it a 7-3 lead.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
They'll run. It's Etienne. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook. Go play action. Toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
On 1st down, Lawrence. That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Isaac Yedem picks it. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
11.
Now a give to Breida. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
11 MT, paint. 11 MT, paint.
Burrow on 3rd down. Flush to his right. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Jameis Olawale, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Bengals add on to their lead.
And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that pushes the lead up to 11. To return, here's Agnew. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Connection made with Chenault.
Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. A gain of 6 there on first.
As the Bengals 49-yard line.
Working with his 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Lawrence. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
With a pick.
And the Bengals are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. Burrow's throw taken in here by Chase.
Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
6 yards left on 2nd down.
Watch right, watch right, watch right. You don't want nothing. 11, 11, 11. You don't want.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by the rookie, Andre Sisco.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
The try here for the extra point. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
From the 10. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive,
as they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining.
Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Play action. It's Burrow. Airs this out for Matthews. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
Second and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
Now, I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Here we go. Stop.
So that challenge, a successful one.
11.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Call it an even 40-yard punt. 7, though, on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And with Lawrence's arm, they may give him a shot to let this thing rip downfield. We'll see.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Final play of the half. It's Lawrence.
And he comes back with one complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. So we've reached halftime here in the Queen City, and it's the Bengals leading this one. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going.
And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Running out of the gun here, Breida.
76 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Once again, they run with Breida on first down. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
12.
From the 45 on second down, Burrow eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, Frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Here we go, here we go. Ready? Check. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. 11.
Burrow looking to pass. He targets Jordan Matthews, and it's caught. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. Flush to his right. Open man is Chase, complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
54 is mine. 54 is mine. 11 MC. You ain't going nowhere. Mike 5-4.
Here's Burrow. He'll let it go deep for Foster. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Robert Foster, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. To return, here's Agnew. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Here's Lawrence to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Lawrence to Chark, first down, Jacksonville.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
DJ Reader there on the tackle.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
From the 40 now on second down. Lawrence steps away to his left. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 36.
Now Etienne.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
On 2nd and 11 now. Lawrence. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing.
And I think the ball's out, and the Bengals grab it. Good job starting on that scramble. Had his eyes on that first down marker, CD, but lost the most important thing, the football.
Yeah, wasn't quite there. Focused solely on getting to the first down marker. Forgot to cover up and take care of the ball.
They'll start the drive with Love here. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw complete to Foster. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, here's Breida. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard. Burrow will throw. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Agnew now to return. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Rolling to his right. He'll drop this one off with Etienne. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down. A give to Etienne running right. And this play is going nowhere as he dives to the ground behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was. Well, the pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Trey Hendrickson able to get him down for a loss of 11, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. 31 yards on the punt there, and the Bengals will take over in terrific field position.
At the 43-yard line.
11-90. Drop deep.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that is incomplete.
Scramble drill there, partner. Some teams have some pretty good rules for it. Others are just saying make sure you work your way back into the sight lines of your quarterback, even if you take the play deep. And that's what they attempted to do on that one, unable to connect.
11 MT,
On the handoff, this is Breida. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Shotgun handoff now for Love. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. A good gain there on 3rd and 8 of 7 yards, and now a decision here on 4th and 1. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow, escaping the pressure right. Space to run past the 20, and he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A gain of 26, and a conversion there as well on 4th down.
Partner, it's often the man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. And they'll run again. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 6 yards puts him right on the doorstep, but now it'll be 4th and goal.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through.
And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Matt Breida with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Bengals look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. The Jaguars on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. That's caught by Hollister. And he is going to have a Jags first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Again, it's Lawrence. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A really good pickup of 28 yards. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. Looking left side, and it's complete. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Eluding the pressure right. And it'll be intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Bengals are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
And they'll get him down up past the 15. 112 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. The 2nd down play not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Cincinnati, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the Green Bay Packers.